Hey everyone, I'm Zoroth, and our new adventure is gonna be in King Arthur's Knight's Tale. And I know I did say it was either gonna be Greedfall or I was gonna do Graveyard Keeper, but this literally just came out like a few days ago. I did back it up on Kickstarter because I was really interested in this like dark RPG, like kind of like, I don't know, like it sounded cool. It's like a little twist on King Arthur's Tale, so we're gonna check it out, and yeah, we're gonna see what happens. Keep in mind this is an early access game, so if it crashes, it freezes.
Wake up, Knight. You must take up your arms again. This is all very confusing. I know.
Oh, we're getting
Focus.
resurrected?
Breathe.
Okay. Talk about dark.
It will all become clear soon.
Oh, that's a lot of dead people. Oh, that's not gonna start.
You were fighting in the last great battle for Britannia.
Okay,
when
we got
King
Warriors
Arthur's
of Chaos.
adversaries marched against the once and future king. You have committed dreadful acts to fulfill your destiny. Do you remember the earth trembling?
Dude, this is like Lord of the Rings.
Can you recall the gathering of terrible armies? You saw Camelot burning and watched the power of magic tearing apart the world at its seams. You led
With
knights
Jedi.
and monsters into a deadly storm of fury and blood. You destroyed the ladies of the sun and the lords of the winter. You have killed King Arthur, and with his dying breath, he struck you down. You both died, and yet you both live. You have unleashed something that cannot be stopped. The tide of madness and pain will swallow us all. I have brought you back to end this nightmare, Sir Mordred. I want you to go on a knightly quest. I want you to finish what you have begun. Kill King Arthur, or whatever he has become, after I took his dying vessel to Avalon.
Dude, I'm so confused.
Sir Mordred, living and breathing again. But is he truly alive? I wish I could talk to him, but I can't just yet. Serves him right anyway. I've set this dread knight on a dark path, and for now, I can only watch where it takes him. I've brought back King Arthur's nemesis, and wonder if I made the right choice. Mordred did the impossible, after all. Almost killed the king, who cannot be killed. And that's how the nightmare began.
Okay, wait. I need to process all of this. That was like way too much information. Like, so we're playing the character that fought against King Arthur. So we're like invading. We're like something between like Sauron and like the forces of chaos in Warhammer, basically. We're going in. We fought King Arthur, who's technically supposed to be like invulnerable. We kill him, and we die. We both die and don't die in the process. So we both get like resurrected. But apparently King Arthur's gone like mad, so we've been resurrected to try and kill him again. Dude, I'm so confused. Okay, the graphics look really nice, but I don't know if it's our frame rate or it's supposed to, like, do you see how slow this game is? Alright, we can't go there, so let's open this door. Okay, the graphics are nice.
Wait! Who the hell are you?
I don't know, man.
I'm here to teach you some manners, lad. Time to earn your share.
Alright,
of glory.
okay, so it is turn-based combat. Kill the guard. We have Strike, deals 100% damage to an adjacent enemy and causes 20% vulnerability to target for 1 turn. Okay. So I have what? Okay, so those dots are AP. That's my damage, my health. Okay, so this is like healable, I guess, like surface wound, and then this is like actual life. Like if this goes to 0, we die. So I guess we take this 42 first. Armor reduces. Okay, so we take less damage from having armor, but our armor is also reduced during that time. Protection against frontal, protection against physical, protection against magic. How many curses and injuries? Okay, this is all confusing. All right, let's just play it out. So we're gonna move here, and then we're gonna strike this guy.
Your head is mine.
All right, and then I guess we end the turn. Okay, basic fight. Characters use AP, so this is like kind of like Dungeons and Dragons kind of deal. Around the selected character, you can see a highlighted area. It is the character's movement range. Okay, sure. Basic controls. Left click, select a hero, choose an active skill, and use it to interact with objects in the world. Use the middle mouse button to rotate the camera. Okay, this is like very basic stuff. Alright, so let's end the turn. Alright, so we took like no damage, but we lost like some health. And also because he's frontal. Alright, we killed him. He very dead.
Damn, that felt good. But where am I?
Good question.
The dying can change a man, but I might be wrong.
Hey, who's there? I can hear you. Let me out.
I love how the Lady of the Lake, she can actually like, we can actually hear the Lady of the Lake. She's like this narrator slash voice in our head. Wait, there's something here. Can I open this?
What is this thing?
Oh, is this like a prison cell, I guess? Corpse. Is there anything to loot? Okay, there's 22 gold. Loot. During your adventures, you may gather loot from various locations. However, you can only equip and manage your loot between missions on the adventure map. Okay, so we can't actually just immediately use the items or coins that we have. Like, we can only do that
Open the door,
post-mission.
whoever you are. Help me, and I will help you.
I'm pretty sure that sentence was missing an I. Okay. Nothing in these cells. I mean, we can try and help this kid. Whoever you are. Who are you?
Well, well, well. Sir Kay, King Arthur's seneschal, in a dungeon.
I'm pretty sure that's some
rotting
very
away,
close
a
position. I just don't know what it is.
reward. An honest and capable man, but a bit dull, like an untended blade.
Sir Mordred, the Scourge of Britannia is back. Avalon is not a place for your treacherous kind.
Okay, so I guess he's not our friend. Locked up in a cage, whimpering, just as I remember you, Kay.
Or just a ghost? Tell me, Mordred, do you remember killing me?
Well, no, because you're clearly alive. Yeah. Can't say I do, no, and yet here you are. Speak!
Let me escape, traitor. Then we may talk.
You promised me help if I set you free. How about that? Wait, yeah. What happened to you?
Some of us are still waging a war. I fought and have been betrayed. You are familiar with betrayal, aren't you?
Yeah, trust was always your weakness,
And
Kay.
what is yours? Your bloodlust? Yes, I thought so. You think you're strong enough to fight the taint on this island?
Okay, where are
I've
we?
already told you. Avalon, the island of the fallen knights. And this is Castle Camelot.
Wait, okay, so Castle Camelot's supposed to be where the king is supposed to be.
Yes. Not the one that you remember, though.
Okay, well, how are you gonna help me if I
I
let you out?
keep my promises. I will help you, Mordred. The powers that rule this land decided to trust you with our fate. I don't know how to feel about that. But soon, you must make your very first decisions.
Okay, let's open the door. Apparently you're worth something. Oh, he has a picture too, but he looks very, very ill-equipped compared to... Like, his picture looks like that, which is honestly kind of cool, but he looks like that. Like, is he gonna even be useful in the fight? Alright, this thing is kind of, like, buggy, honestly.
Great. That's my arm over there.
Oh.
Finally. I feel more useful now.
You look more
think
useful.
a sword makes you less useless?
We must get out of here. Go to the door and let me handle this.
Go to the door and let me handle this? What does that even mean?
Rascals! I told you that you will pay for this.
What the hell is he doing out of his cell?
Surprise! Time to earn your share of glory, knights.
New tutorial, orientation. Character's orientation has a huge impact in combat. You can rotate your characters by right-clicking on them and dragging them. A character with a shield will take reduced frontal damage, however, characters attacked from behind will take more damage. Okay, so he's... I assume I'm behind him right now. So yeah, he's gonna die in like 2 hits.
Lambs to the slaughter.
And then I'm gonna move a little bit so I'm behind him. I mean, he doesn't have shields, so okay, what do you have? You have strike and cleave. Oh, okay, so cleave is clearly useless here, so we're gonna go here and then we're gonna slash you. Ooh, okay, never mind, he's useful. he does damage. Okay, I mean, he seems to be okay for a knight that was easily betrayed and like put in a jail cell. I mean, I guess being in the jail has helped him, you know, smarten himself up a little bit. Alright, let's see. So, I'm gonna gather all of the knights of the round table against him.
What is this thing?
What is what thing? Oh, it's a chest. I ain't gonna say no to loot. Oath stone. Rune for one-handed weapons. I swear that oath stone looks like those Oath of Moments from Warhammer 40,000.
This is the Warden's room. Prepare for battle.
Okay. Gonna fight ourselves the boss warden.
Sir Kay, you are really persistent, but I can't let you walk free.
You don't have much choice in the matter now, Warden.
Which one will die first?
I mean, they look the same, so I guess it doesn't matter. All right, we'll put you here, and then we'll end the turn. You still? Oh no. Oh, okay. So we have to. Oh, okay. It's not like those other games where it's like each character has their own turn. You do all your characters in the same turn. So there's no like... It's like a simpler form of initiative in a sense, basically. All right, let's kill this guy. I don't have enough points.
Time to feed the ravens.
Oh, I should have moved. Oops. Oh, well. Overwatch. Remaining, you can use Overwatch to end the character's turn with extra effect in the chosen orientation. Selecting an area consumes all remaining AP. When an enemy enters the selected area, immediately execute a free attack. Oh, okay. Reserve. Consume all remaining to save some for the next turn. Blah, blah, blah. The hero will get 1, 2, or 3 bonus AP for 1, 3, and 6 AP reserved. Okay. So... I'll reserve him, but can I Overwatch? Oh, I need at least 3 AP. I'll reserve it. I mean, I could use it. Alright, we're under attack. Alright, so they moved. I should kill this guy first because he's behind me. And then, can I change your orientation that way? There we go. Alright, so now he's facing forward, so he can't... I might as well cast... Wait. For 1 turn. So is this 1 turn? So that means if I... So I would have to cast it before I hit him then, I guess. So I'll reserve this AP, and then I'll cleave this guy. So he's collateral damage. Oh, I hit my... Oh, I can hit myself too. Oh, okay, that makes things more interesting. I mean, kind of makes sense, right? Like, they're not really allies in a sense. Alright, I want to see what the stigma looks like.
For the king.
Alright, so he's, like, cursed. He takes more damage.
Too late to run.
Well, I'm still standing.
I mean, apparently. Alright, is there anything to loot? Like, there's, like, honestly, the environment is really nice if you look at it. I do feel like the walking is a bit sluggish, but I don't know if they're trying to do that because it's, like, heavy armor. But yeah, like, this isn't that bad, honestly. I think it looks really nice so far, at least. The only thing that kind of irritates me just from playing RPGs too much is they don't give me
What
loot.
is this thing?
Wait, why are you asking me? I'm the one who's asking questions here. You're the one who's been trapped here. Alright, chest. Sigil for heavy armor. Sigil rune for two-handed. And 79 gold. I mean, I guess those sigils are like upgrades, I assume? I'm just guessing, honestly. I have no idea.
Careful. It's quite a crowd.
You know very well that diplomacy was never my strong suit.
Predictable battle. Exploring the area before battle rewards you with information. The more deployment areas you discover, the more tactical options you will have at the beginning of the combat. You can select any area you discovered for deployment. Okay? So, like, if we go down, so we know that side, we know this side, and we know what, that side? And then what? Like, I just want to deploy here, honestly.
No way out without a fight.
Deploy your forces. Select your heroes one by one, then place them inside the green area with the right mouse button. Like, I think it's easier to just kill this guy. So if I put him here... I mean, we'll have to take this guy's volleys for a bit, but I think that's okay almost. Like, we can try flanking them and see what happens. I can put this guy, like, here and see if I can flank him. I don't know. Let's see if that happens. Deploy areas are red zones on the map directly before special combats. Entering each zone allows the characters to choose their initial positions that before the battle starts. Their initial positions before battle starts. Okay, so this is already a mistake. Select your heroes one by one, then place them in the green area by left clicking. Okay. I mean,
Awaiting your command.
I'm okay with this position. Can I put that guy a little bit further forward?
I can take them all.
No. I mean, I think killing the two archers seems to be the best idea. So, like, let's go, like, here, for example. And then we're gonna go here. Slash this guy. He dead. Let's move a little forward. We just pincer them from left and right. Alright. Yep, that's fine. That's exactly what I predicted would happen. I'm gonna move all the way here. Start hitting this guy. And we're gonna move him here and start killing this guy. And then we're gonna reserve the remaining points so that we have it for next turn, so we can basically cleave the bejesus out of these guys. So we're gonna kill this guy. And then we're gonna move over here to pincer them. You are gonna cleave them. Nice. And then slash. See? Done.
What master do these soldiers serve anyway?
That would be Sir Tywelin.
Lead me to him. I want to explain him that this is my castle now.
Sir Tywelin. How many knights are there in the round table? Dude, I don't even remember. Oh, that is a very messed up round table.
as well. Traitor. You probably don't remember me.
I don't. I wish I knew what you are. Yeah.
I am just a walking corpse, cheated out of his death. And I will make everyone suffer for this injustice.
Dude, this zombie has like grudges. Proud words from a walking nameless corpse.
He was Sir Llewellyn, a once noble warrior with 2 sons, both knights.
Okay. Out of curiosity, are your sons such ugly monstrosities like you?
My sons are both full of life and hatred for each other.
Okay, so that makes sense why he's so hideous. He's ugly.
Whatever is awaiting for me here, I must face it alone. Balin and Balin are seeking their own fates now.
It always confuses me how people name their children. It's like, is it just because you...
Just as I do. Destined to survive
It's like,
anything.
are you just lazy and you just don't remember? Like, I can't be bothered to like think too hard, so you're called Balin and that one's called Balan. What are you doing in Camelot?
I fell in battle, like we all did. But instead of gaining new life in legendary Avalon, I've returned as a lost one. Let me rephrase it, traitor. Camelot is a sacred place, reserved for the once and future king. That is the law. But I spit on the laws of the Lady of the Lake.
Okay, so there's like a conflict between like the knights and the lady. That is a great way to make an ancient enchantress very pissed. Yeah.
I'm not afraid of her. Lost ones can't perish. This is our curse.
Okay, where's King Arthur?
He is not. The unholy storm wrecked the ship that brought the dying king to Avalon.
Okay, well, yeah, he can't be dead.
And the raging tempest, something was waiting for the ship. And then the darkness took the king.
But are his
All of
men
us
alive? Like,
in its
that guy
embrace.
looks really alive, honestly.
Arthur is beyond the Bridge of Sorrows, dwelling on the accursed land of midnight.
Okay.
Whatever you do, you need more than a blade to break my curse.
I guess we're fighting.
Which one will die first?
Alright, so... he has 20 health, he has 16. Okay, so I'm gonna put... I mean, how many points do I have? 2... I need 3 to hit something, right? Yeah, so... I can only move 1 spot, which is like here. So I'm gonna move here. I'm gonna hit... I think he's
Let
the most
me
dangerous.
cut you to
Oh,
size.
he's tanky. He's a tanky dude. Wait, why? How did that... Oh, does each movement cost 2 instead of... Oh, maybe. Alright, reserve. I guess I'll deal with this guy with Sir Kay first. Oh, there's 2 of them. Oh, there's a lot of them here. Okay, that might be bad. Alright, I think I just screwed up my plan, but it's okay. I think I need to kill the ads first. Ooh, that crossbow does some ugly damage. Maybe I should run away. What does that symbol mean? Takes 2 damage and he takes 3 damage. What the hell? Let me try flanking this guy. Oh no, I take... Oh, okay, so this is similar where I will take more damage for going from behind. Alright, let's go kill the... Alright, I'll take the opportunity damage. Let's try killing you. Alright, he's dead. Alright, that solves a lot of our problems. That's like a quarter of them down. Okay, so you are going to take... I can't afford to move anymore, so you
Let
have to...
me cut you to size.
I mean, I should have cursed him. Ah, whatever. Alright, let's try killing you. Alright, he dead. So we're gonna move to assist. Oh shoot, I moved. Oh my god, I moved further away. Alright, whatever. Meanwhile, our main character here, Sir Mordred, is getting completely battered.
They all die the same. Let me cut you to size.
I'll save his movement, and then I will move behind him. Alright, he's now pincered. Ow, he hurts. Alright, so let's curse him. So he takes more damage, and then we're gonna
head is mine.
kill him, basically. Done. Easy! I had it under control.
Another notch on my blade.
The battle is over, and you must make a choice, Mordred. This is merely the first in a chain of similar decisions that will eventually determine what kind of leader you will be. Tell me, what will happen to Camelot?
Okay, so this is where the consequences start to matter. Okay, I have decided this is my throne room now, and with my band of selected knights, I will fulfill my destiny. Okay, I have been chosen by the Lady of the Lake as the protector of Camelot. I will not take this throne, but I'll make my round table and take on this quest. So I can choose to either be the king, or I will choose to be the champion? I mean, okay, let's think for a moment. So one of them is that I'm gonna be the king. So does that mean trying to be the king defies the concept of like what the lady wants? Like, what does the lady want? The lady wants me to kill King Arthur. I mean, so this is like, I won't take the throne, but I'll make a round table and take on this quest. So it's like more like the good side, I guess. We're like, and then this is more like the evil side. I guess that's what symbol means. Like, I'm gonna take the throne, I'm gonna be the king, and like usurp the throne in some way, I guess. You know what? Fuck it. Let's just, we're here to be evil. We're not here to be nice, okay? Alright, so this is what the world map looks like. Alright, so Sir Kay and Sir Mordred have both leveled up. Dude, I look like a Chaos Warrior from Fantasy. Alright, mission rewards. Scroll of Victory. Literally looks like an Oath of Moment. Oathstone. Regain 1 armor on kill. Defender only. What class are we? How do you know what class we are? I don't even know, honestly. Okay, so this is pretty good. It gives you 5 health, and it gives you 1 armor on kill. Rune of Breaking. A rune for one-handed weapons. Plus 10% armor break. Defender, Vanguard, Sage only. So I guess each of them have their own like classes. Rune of Tempering, sigil for heavy armor. Defender, champion only. I guess I'm like a defender at least. I mean, that's what the shield, I think. And this is probably Vanguard based on the fact that he has like a 2-handed weapon. Or champion. Rune of Sharpness for 2-handed. Obsidian sigil. Plus 20 physical resistance, champion only, and regains 1 HP on vitality loss. Oh god, that's like some really fucked up like math. What's this? This is gold. Like, I guess it's like we can build resources later. Alright, let's just, oh, Camelot. Okay, this is the map. Alright, this map actually looks decent. Like, it's not the prettiest map for sure. Like, we've seen Total War maps that look better, but honestly, like, you know, the ocean is, I would say, minimalistic, but it looks good enough for me. Like, I'm not picky about these things. The forest, I wish kind of would look better, but, you know, it's okay. It's not bad for an early... Remember, this is early access, right? So, whatever. New main mission available. Kingstone. Sir Kay has joined my court. Loyalty. Every hero has a loyalty chart which represents their commitment to their leader, Sir Mordred. Okay? If Sir Mordred's alignment is similar to a hero's alignment, then the hero will receive bonuses. If not, the hero will suffer penalties. If Mordred becomes the very thing the hero stands against, it will leave your service forever. Okay. So it's like a, yeah, so they have like kind of like their alignments. They're chaotic good or like evil, whatever alignment. And if you align with the correct people, or you do certain things, it basically causes people of the other alignment to not like you, which is fair. Skill trees. Your heroes receive 2 skill points each time they level up. You can spend your skill points on masteries that enhance your existing abilities or new passive skills. You can gain additional active skills by unlocking higher skill tiers. Okay, so these are my skills. Oh my god, this is a lot of information. So, okay, so he's a champion class. Okay, so we know that. His loyalty is average. He has no bonuses. He has vitality, hit points, armor, and action points. His morality is neutral, so he doesn't really give a shit about anything, basically. Base damage, injury counter, and curse counter. Okay. Oh, wait. Okay, so Rune for Steel. What does that even mean? Okay, like I'm a little confused actually. Okay, let's look at the skills real quick. So skills. We have strike. We have damage focus. Gain 10% damage for every unspent action point from the previous turn. So usually for this guy, like 20%, give or take. Rage. Gain 10% stackable damage for 2 turns after every kill. Which is actually kind of good considering he kills people really quickly. Extra stun, plus 20% efficiency for stun and slow effects, plus 1 turn duration for bleeding, and just deals 10% more damage. And we have the cleave. So, okay, so each of these skills are, I guess, like, we have these skills. So the only thing we're using these skill points on is we can either unlock new skills, get these passive buffs, or we can upgrade like these abilities basically. So since strike is our main ability, let's see if we can upgrade something. Every currently running cooldown is reduced by 1 turn after killing with strike. Okay, that's not too good right now. Strike causes slow, which is not useful, plus 10% damage on strike, and strike causes bleeding for 1 turn. Okay, cleave. Cleave causes bleeding. Cleave deals 30% damage in its center. So I guess the person in the middle. Plus 10% damage for cleave, and cleave's cooldown is reduced by 1 turn. I mean, like, I know this is our main skill, so technically it'd be worth it to put like 2 points into this or something. But I think if we're gonna do physical damage, then putting a universal 10% damage buff probably means more to us than most of the things, right? So I'm gonna try and put it into this. I mean, it's an experiment. We'll figure it out eventually. So we used both of those points. We put 10% damage. So let's see. He has a healing potion that heals 50% of his HP. Give accessories. Okay, so this is what I'm confused about. So this guy has a rune of steel. So I think basically in terms of them and their animations, they all have the same weapons and gear regardless of what we give them. So they don't actually like change with loot. So it's only the stats basically that change. So here's what's confusing me. What is that? Like you see here, like Rune of Steel is a 7 to 10 damage weapon with 25 something. Like I don't know what that something is. I think it's like durability, I think. And this one is 9 to 12 damage, so it does 2 plus 2 plus 2, so it's like 2 more in both ends of the thing. But it has minus 10. What does that even mean? Like, does it mean my weapon will break easier? Or is it that over time this will break, so I have to be careful? Like I'm gonna test it out, but like let's say like I equip this. So now he has 15 durability on this weapon. Like let's see later on, maybe after the fight, let's see if something changes. So let's see if there's any other gear he can use. Defender and champion. So what class is my Sir Mordred? So I assume like since he's the main character, he's a defender. So since he's the main character, I'm probably gonna put the best gear on him. That's just how the game works. So this does 6 to 8 damage for 10 durability, and this does 4 to 7 damage. So this is less damage, but it has more armor break and has way higher durability. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, honestly, because they sell for the same price. So to me, they're like the same weapon. But I'll try it. I mean, I'll try it and see if it's better. So this is way more armor, way more health. I do lose an action point, so I guess it's like heavier armor means that you get less durable. So I'm gonna put, I mean, it doesn't matter, I'm already losing. I lose 2 now, so I'm like even slower. Let's put a charm on you, and let's go. Oh, I need to upgrade his abilities. So what's his other abilities? Regain 1 HP on hit. Okay, so he's like a vampiric tank basically. Sigil reduces causes 20% vulnerability to target for 1 turn. Okay, so what up, Adriano? It's like target armor is reduced by 2. Then what the hell? I mean, vulnerability, I guess, is just overall damage. Then it doesn't really matter. Stigma causes plus 10% vulnerability. Stigma lasts for plus 1 turn. Vitality increased by 3. Every dot effect affects the hero for 1 less turn. Cannot be reduced below. Okay, that's not too good. And I haven't faced anything that does will damage yet, so that's useless to me. Plus 25 HP from armor type items. Isn't that really good? Like, this gives me 42. So it gives me like almost 10 more HP, right? Isn't that like really broken? Two HP regain. I think this is really good. Alright, let's... I can't think of like I have a lot of health now. Alright, I think this is better. There's like no way this isn't better. Let's equip this guy with his armor, and let's equip this Trophy of Anguish on this guy. I mean, I think that's it for now. So this is a champion, and this is a defender. It would be interesting if the weapons can't be repaired, so it like becomes a point where like you have to actually think about like what to do with your items. We have gold, but I actually don't know what we're doing. Building resources, I don't know what we're doing with that either. So let's close this for now. Morality chart. Alright, what's this? During your journey, you will have to make tough choices that will affect the outcome of the story and your allied hero's loyalty. Morality events. Here you can see your previous morality event choices. I decided to claim the throne of Camelot. Time to gather my band of selected knights, and with them I will fulfill my destiny. I don't know what that means. Every choice you make will be represented on the morality chart. You can unlock morality abilities and heroes that are unique to that alignment. On the vertical axis, your alignment can go from being a rightful ruler to a reckless tyrant. On the horizontal, it can range from being a devout Christian to being the follower of the old faith. What the like, what the hell does that even mean? I actually don't understand. Alright, so I did something on the morality chart. So tyrant and rightful. Old faith and Christian. Like, can I just be atheist? Like, I don't even know. Like, okay, so these are different people. So Sir Leo de Grance, whatever he's called. Sir Lancelot. Okay, this one I know. It's pretty famous. Sir Lucan, whatever the hell his name is. Sir Galahad, I know that one. Sir Yvain, whatever the hell that is. Oh, Morgan Le Fay sounds interesting. Sir Juggernaut. Red Knight, though. That sounds cool. Like being a tyrant seems to serve my purpose so much better. Like, who wants like Sir Leo de Grance and like Sir Lancelot when I can have the Black Knight and the Red Knight? Don't they just sound cooler? Like, what the hell needs a name when people just see your armor and they like shit their pants basically? So I'm neutral, so I don't do anything here basically. So it just shows my chart later. This is not available in this version. Okay. So I guess let's go to this thing. How do I go there? Okay. Among the ruins, the nearby Kingstone is plundered by a marauder knight. Kingstone. What a regal name for a mudhole. Anyway, the village belongs to the throne and I must teach these brigands a harsh lesson about boundaries. Also, I will need plenty of masons, woodcutters, and laborers to restore Camelot to its former glory. Free the village from the marauding knight and put the remaining serfs to work in Camelot. Sounds fair. Basically, we're gathering workers, and then I guess like how we treat them is gonna be our decision. Like, are we gonna treat them like a tyrant? Are we gonna whip them like slaves? Or are we gonna give them food like generous rulers? And for those who don't understand, we are obviously gonna go for the more evil route, because evil sounds just cool, and we're not playing a game like this for the sake of being rightful and just, you know. We could be playing like a Disney game or something. This game is killing me inside.
Come on then, fellows. Let's play.
Who are you?
Well, if it isn't good Sir Balin.
Yes, the righteous fool, trying to save the
Oh, he's
village
one
on
of the
his
sons
own.
of that other undead dude. We just killed his
Which one
dad.
will die first?
This is some really dark shit, man. Like, we just murked his dad.
Let me cut you to
Seriously,
size.
why is this game like lagging so freaking hard? And how are people able to manage to play this game? Oh my god. I hope it's just this area. Because during the scene at the
Nothing
castle,
left
it's
to
actually
kill.
not that bad.
By the old gods, Sir Mordred. The rumors are true then. You have returned.
Sir Balin,
I'm
wasting your
only
talents.
following my knightly oath by protecting the innocent. The nearby village is plagued by these brigands, and I must stop them. So you are truly taking King Arthur's place in Camelot, recruiting knights. You should find my brother. He would be a great fit to your dark court.
Hey, I haven't even done anything. All right, where is your brother?
Selfish, wild zealot is busy defending our heirloom at the Bridge of Sorrow. It should have been mine, but he ignored our father's will.
Okay, what happened
Curse
there?
upon Balin. Anyway, my late father believed in Arthur's creed that a knight is defined by the deeds, not by the land.
Well, you could say that.
You are not the only one looking for him. Something terrible happens to Avalon, and people need guidance.
Okay. You have a point. Do you have any idea where he could
The
be?
ship that brought him to Avalon reached shore beyond the Bridge of Sorrows. I would start
Holy
looking
shit,
for
this
him
game
there
is
in
killing
the
me
Whispering
inside.
Cove. That's what my father told. Our
Alright, we need
goals
to
are
end
the
this
same.
conversation because I need to get out of
I'll
the zone.
accompany you.
I mean, let's go. You can start deploying and stuff. Wait. Is this game glitched? Can I just walk through? I'm confused now. I think I just broke the game.
What's this?
I legit think I just broke the game. Like, these guys aren't even fighting me.
Let's have a look.
I'm just looting everything for free, and I'm not getting any repercussions for it.
What is this thing?
What is this? Shrines. Shrines will grant you one of your heroes a random positive or negative effect. To know the exact type, you'll need a hero with high spell power. Okay. Since you're probably not gonna help me, I will let you decide what the shrine is. How do I do it? You feel like it will unleash the following power. Heal HP. Leave it. We can come back for it later.
Look at you, Mordred. In the old days, you raised the towers of mad wizards and crushed the champions of the She. And now you are trying to save some dirt-poor villagers. How profoundly annoying it shall be for you.
Dude, this woman's an ass. Select a resting action. Okay, so this is like a campfire. I don't think we need it right now, though. Okay, what is the other... okay, let's finish looking at this path first. And see what the hell I'm looking at. This stuttering is killing me inside.
This is where the Lord of the Vermin is hiding. Let's cleanse this hovel once and for all.
Holy shit, this game. Alright. That was honestly really easy. Finished mission. When you complete all objectives, you can exit via the Finish Mission button at the top right, or you can choose to explore the rest of the map before leaving. Alright, let's finish this mission. I just want to leave. I kind of am disappointed in like the art style. Like they're kind of like weird almost. Like I don't know, it just looks really weird. Like this is the only one that kind of looks like a knight. This guy just looks like a damn chaos warrior, and this guy looks like he made his armor out of clay and I just don't know about it. Pillagers of Kingstone. The defeat of the Marauder Knight of Kingstone was a harsh lesson for all the scoundrels pillaging the countryside, and a pleasant exercise for me. His remaining henchmen immediately laid down their weapons and offered their servitude. How admirably they crave retribution. I could give them a second chance and recruit them. On the other hand, I should satisfy the vengeance of the villagers and make an example of that which could reinforce my reign. Why would recruiting evil people be considered rightful? See, that's what's confusing me. It's like, wouldn't it be kind of the other way around? Like, if you put the evil people to the sword, if you become, you know, like, the good guy, and then if you recruit the evil people to work for you, you become the bad guy? Like, I mean, we're gonna put them all to the sword, but I'm just saying, like, you know, are you ready to discover Avalon even further? You can play the side mission or explore other available features of the game in order to make this part even more enjoyable. We have added 2 new heroes to your roster, and although you have not completed early access, okay, so this is literally what they have right now in terms of, holy, what the frick just happened? So this is literally all they have right now for the early access, which is pretty good because it's like enough for like one playthrough. Defender. We can actually see what else they're offering. I hope, like, the only thing that's concerning me is even for an early access. Oh, this guy's different. This guy's a marksman. Okay, we have different knights. They're not just all like, you know, swords and shields and axes and blades. There's an archer dude. Okay. Holy shit. Do you see this? Do you see how there's like literally these squares over these goddamn maps? Like, sometimes I'm a little bit sad at games that are in early access, where it's like, if you're in early access, I'm okay. I understand certain things aren't going to be running correctly, you know, and it's like, and, you know, like, even if this is only 2 missions, I'm okay with it, you know. But if you're only going to give me 2 missions and, 3 side missions? At least don't fuck these on up. Like, this is just embarrassing. Like, look at this. Like, what is this supposed to even mean? Like, I don't even know. This is kind of embarrassing, honestly. I do like the system. I do like the system where like, your morality, I guess, like, does something over time. Like, for example, I did 2 tyrannical things, so I'm slowly getting towards, like, the Black Knight. So, like, eventually, the only thing is, it really forces you to commit to a certain, certain side, basically, where it's like, you have to go, like, you know, the Black Knight, or, like, let me start, you have to go Tyrant or Rightful. If you go, like, in between, like, you dilly-dally between the both of them, you actually suffer, because you don't get any of these perks, basically. Alright, let's just quickly take a look at, like, I don't even know, can I build something? Okay. The once and future king stronghold in Avalon, the mirror image of the glorious fortress of Britannia created by the powers that rule this mystical island. Only the most powerful knight of the Round Table can claim it. The blessings of the lady have protected the place for a long time, but now it lays in ruins. You need resources and workers to rebuild it. So we have enough. So let's see what happens if I... Okay, so there's some aspect of city building here. So none of these are available, which is fine, honestly. So what does like the cathedral, what does that do? Towering above, this majestic building preaches the glory of the one true faith. The cathedral offers salve not only for the soul, but for the body. You can heal the most grievous wounds of your knight here. Okay. Can I... Okay. Hospice. Avalon can be a harsh and unforgiving place. Your wounded heroes need time and care to recover for the next knightly quest. The hospice offering comfortable beds and skilled healers. Wait, so what is the difference between this and this? I guess this is like very, very bad wounds, and then this is like kind of just wounded. And what does this do? Hidden building in the shadow of the colossal ramparts, a secretive merchant offers all kinds of rarities arriving from the various corners of the island, ranging from strange fruits or mysterious objects to legendary weapons unearthed from ruined castles. Okay, so we're gonna buy this. You can reconstruct a merchant and expand its capabilities, more items, faster refreshing, cheaper, and better goods. Okay, so I can buy stuff from this guy. Okay, so within the building, there's more things inside. So right now, for example, we have a bunch of... I mean, they have decent stuff, honestly. Like, they have some good items for, like, what is this? Like, relic trophy. I guess, like, yellow is, like, the best in terms of rarity. So damaged enemies can't move away from the hero, -1 turn bleed duration. I have no idea what the hell this is, honestly. Items buying cost reduced by 10%. So yeah, so like you can upgrade a specific place so that you can get bonuses. Okay, let's see what the cathedral actually has. Currently, you have only one treatment slot. Treatment takes time, and you won't be able to see or use your hero. The recovery time will reduced by 1 after every completed mission. Upgrades, yeah. What the hell is the difference between this? Oh shoot, I can't reconstruct this right now. And like, what is the difference then? Well, I don't have anyone who's injured apparently, so I'm fine. I'm not gonna buy anything right now, at least. Unless there's like some weapon I can buy. Like, can I buy this? I can't. Damaged enemies can't move away from the hero. +1 turn bleeding duration. Like, I do like the items where it's kind of like you can almost build your items around a certain champion in order to give them a specific playstyle. Like +1 armor piercing. I don't even know what that is, but it's blue, so it must be better. I'm just going with like the common loot rules, like whatever's better. Cape of Concealment. +1 damage for surprise attacks, and +1 damage for opportunity attacks. Regains 2 armor when drinking potions. Adjacent enemy. Oh, adjacent allies gain 1 armor. That's pretty good. Armor. The only thing is these side abilities become increasingly bad, I feel. Like, I mean, armor increased by 1 is not bad, but like, I don't know, it just feels to me like it's just really not worth it almost. Like, you see, mental resistance, vitality. Alright, let's just I'll put like damage into strike, whatever, and then I'll put -1 AP for the first attack. So you can attack more, basically. Alright, well, how about you? We're gonna put more damage in strike, and we're gonna put... I don't know, let's put it here, like... Regain 1 HP every time, because he seems to be taking, like, a ridiculous amount of damage. And then... Let's see. Deals 100 and... So he's the rightful Old Faith. So he's the first person who has like a different... In terms of like a different morality compared to us. He's the right Old Faith. So, you know, he's very like, you know, gung-ho about saving the weak and all that jazz. This guy is neutral. This guy... Like, I don't know if this is because like they haven't designed the person yet, but I would hope that, like, for example, at least this guy, for example, would be something more like a tyrant type. So that at least it gives me an idea of what I'm expecting. Like, you know, oh, this guy, you know, is a little bit more on the evil side. You know, he's a little bit more of a tyrant. Maybe his gear looks a bit different because of that. I mean, I assume this weapon's better. I don't have any marksman weapons. Alright, let's try one of these side missions and let's just pray that it's not absolutely terrible. If it is, then I think we're just gonna call it, because I cannot... Actually, okay, let's see if there's any weapons I can buy for from the... So there's another class called Arcanists that I guess they don't exist yet. It's not really fun items to buy, so whatever, we're not buying anything. So let's try and do like one of these missions. Let's put an archer in here, because I feel like an archer would be cool. Blades in the woods. The peaceful woods of Avalon turned into gloomy forests, dangerous for lone travelers and fugitive villagers. Brigands prowl in the shadows, and traitors lordlings gather small armies to pillage the land. The rebirth of Camelot will bring back the law to this land. My first task is to show these bandits that their ways will not be tolerated anymore. Alright. Alright, this is also a disaster. They really, I don't feel like, planned too well. Like, what are these black dots all over the freaking forest for? A, it looks hideous. B, it looks hideous. And C, it looks hideous. I don't know if this is by design, but having a map that's so empty is also terrible. Like, what the hell are we doing here?
We have something here.
Oh, there's a chest. Oh, there's loot.
Let's have a look.
I'll give them credit. Like, the looting stuff is, like, kind of okay. Like, it's not that bad. What's our armor like? I guess we restore health? I mean, our armor looks okay, I think. I don't even know, honestly.
This fight is over.
Apparently this wasn't the bandit camp. I guess the fights in this case are more like attrition. It's like, it's not that each of these fights are going to be challenging per se, but it's that over time, you know, it's like, because you have so many people you have to fight, eventually you're going to start suffering some wounds. Like, for example, like, we've basically murdered most of these people without that much of a hassle per se, but because of that, you know, Sir Balin here, or Balin, whatever his goddamn name is like quite wounded, basically. Alright, so this is the bandit camp. Oh, okay, they have a knight-looking guy.
Some killing to do.
That's not bad. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright, there's 10 dudes. Oh, and they have a mage. Alright, this is like the first time we're ever gonna see 11. I think there's like 11 of them. Alright, this is the first time we're gonna see a mage gameplay here. Alright, come on, don't disappoint me. Let me see what the mage does. I wanna see what the Arcanist does before I kill you.
Not enough to kill me.
Whoa. Really? The Arcanist just tried to melee me? Are you kidding? Like, why is this guy mailing me? Can't you do something else? Like, aren't you supposed to cast magic spells or something? Oh, I just killed him back. So. Oh my god. Alright, whatever. We'll just end this fight here.
Your orders?
You cleave him in half, Sir Balin. Alright, they're all dead.
Have mercy for the fallen.
Alright. Vitality loss. Oh, so I guess like this is the part that needs to be healed or something. Rebuilding Kingstone proved to be an ungrateful undertaking. The villagers crave freedom so badly, yet at the first sign of trouble they cry for my help. How ironic. Even worse, they can't stop bothering me about a foreboding place they call the Mangle Grove. Some of them want to rebuild this ancient sanctuary, others risk to raise a Christian church there as they think it will prevent the unholy power seeping into Avalon. Let's like, if it's there, why are you trying to break it and build a damn church? Just do it. Vitality is your hero's constitutional health. Taking damage that reduces vitality is a serious issue. It can lead to persistent injuries and eventual death. After missions, all lost HP and armor will be restored, but vitality damage needs treatment at the hospice. Then what is this for? Like, oh, I guess this is the part where injuries occur, like when you have injuries. And then that other one is like hospice or something like that. I don't know. I'm just guessing, honestly, like, because this doesn't make any sense to me. Oh, it changed back. Now it's not the whatchamacallit. Now it's not that stupid like huge brick of color. It actually looks like it's something normal. Where it's like, I do appreciate the effort where they put like different, like, you know, building symbols or like icons here such that you can see what the hell is going on. But generally speaking, like, you know, like, it's not bad. I would say it's okay. Like, you can see like, oh, this is a burial mound. You see this giant ass tree. The Bridge of Sorrow looks like a bridge, you know. I think it's okay. The adventure map basically is just like a map. I honestly think if they made it into like those old versions where it's like a piece of paper, like a hand-drawn map kind of thing, I think it would honestly look better than this. And it would probably be like less painful on my computer. But yeah. Yeah, I because the missions are just so laggy, I can't actually see myself doing another one. So I think we're gonna end the stream here. Overall, I think this game has a lot of promise. I really like the mechanics that they're building into this game. It's just that it's not executed very well right now, and there's like a lot of stuff that is not here. And yes, it's early access. It literally just, like, you know, was released into early access like 2 days ago or something. So like, I didn't expect much, but at the same time, I expected a little more than this. Obviously, I expected at least these missions and stuff to be a little bit more optimized than what I just went through. And the systems, like, you know, the knights are cool. Their images, honestly, are kind of bland to me. Like, look at those guys. Like, look at these dudes, right? Like, they look kind of just, like, that's the thing. Like, these guys just look kind of bland, you know? Like, they don't look like this guy is like a normal knight. This guy's a hunter. This guy's made of clay. This guy's a knight. This guy's like Chaos Warrior. You know, it's like, they look okay, but like, I hoped that they would be better. The menu is okay, like, it's serviceable. It's not amazing. It's nothing near amazing. I am interested in these skills. I do notice that obviously, for example, all of the melee people have strike as their main skill, so it does lack a certain sense of diversity. But I assume the diversity will be more defined later on in the 10 points and 30 point trees later on. So maybe later it'll become better, but currently it's okay. It's like, honestly, for an early access, whatever, you know, like, are you gonna pay a full price for a try right now? I would say no, definitely don't do it. It's a waste of money. But you know, it has potential. I'm really looking forward to seeing what it looks like, and basically hopefully to see like how it builds. Really like the the morality system, like, you know, where you go determines what you're doing. You know, are you going to certain things? Are you aiming for a certain type of king that you want to be? I think that's pretty cool. That's nice. Maybe not as simple as just this kind of chart looking thing, because to me that's kind of simple in a sense. Like, I would hope for a little bit more. I do like this, like it recounts what you've done and, you know, like basically what's going on and how you're doing. In terms of this Camelot building system, I don't know how to feel about it. The Camelot city honestly looks pretty nice if you look at it. Like, look at it, it's actually pretty nice, honestly. But like what do these things do? I don't know. Like, you know, like what does this do? I don't know. This apparently heals me. This apparently, like, this I can buy items, which is like probably the only useful thing I know so far. So I don't know. It's okay. Like, it has a lot of stuff in here that I can't make an opinion of yet, just because, as you can see, they really exist yet. So yeah, like, I think overall it's okay. We'll look forward maybe later on when they release more stuff, more optimizations, more main stories and stuff like that. We might come back and try it out. So yeah, I think this is going to be all for this video. I did not think that the game would be this short, even though I did hear it was like 2 main story quests, but it is what it is. It's good for like a 1 episode kind of thing. Nice little breather before we transition into our new game, which is still going to be Greedfall or Graveyard Keeper this time, I promise you. I'm so sorry. If you do have a preference between Greedfall or Graveyard Keeper, that which one you'd like to see, leave a comment down below. I'd more than be happy to, like, you know, follow your recommendations or your suggestions for it. And if you liked what you saw here, I would really appreciate if you leave a like on the video here. And if you want to see more content like this, subscribe to the channel, and I will be releasing content quite frequently. And until then, take care.